Good morning. Happy Monday. Coming with you with a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of tough love today. I am also coming with you totally vulnerable. I just got back from a run, sweaty hair, makeup from yesterday, just how we roll around here. Anyway, I was inspired this morning listening to a podcast, and I learned about a gentleman named David Goggins. You can Google him. He is a retired Navy SEAL, and a few years ago, he was sitting around feeling a little overweight, feeling a little unaccomplished, and he decided to Google what's the hardest event you can do to raise funds for something. And what he ended up coming up with was a race called the Badwater 135. It is a race across through the Badlands, 135-mile race. So David set himself up. He said, okay, I'm going to do this. But before the race, he had to do some qualifying. And David decided that he was going to do a 100-mile race. Now, this race was around a track. They were mile-long loops. He had to do them 100 times. When he got to mile 70, I forgot the most important part. You want to know how much he trained? 4 days. He trained for 4 days before he decided to go and do this 100-mile run. At mile 70, all the way around, he started to pee blood. His liver had failed. As he's running these 70 miles after 4 days of training, all he had been eating the whole time was crackers and water. So his liver failed, so he started to pee blood. At that point in time, also all of the bones in his feet were broken. Yet he was determined to go on. He was determined to finish this race. So he put his mindset to work through every little sense of uncomfortability. Now, let me tell you, that's an extreme situation, but work through that because the why of what he was doing was so incredibly important. He was going to be fundraising for the Fallen Soldiers program, but for their kids to go to college. And that why, that particular why, is what got him through that mental challenge. Now, he's gone on and he's done many, many more races. He's been incredibly determined. He wins races left and right, but that was the changing moment. And the one reason he continues to raise money and raise millions of dollars for these young people because his why was so strong. He also shares that most people, when you feel like quitting, like when you're at that 100%, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, you're really only at the 40% mark. It's nature's way of saying, like, you should probably stop what you're doing right now because you're going to get uncomfortable and it might cause a little bit of pain and it might hurt a little bit. Maybe it hurts your brain, maybe it hurts your pride. Maybe it physically is going to hurt you, so your body naturally tells you to slow down and stop. That's when you're at your 40%. Most people are really comfortable, probably at the 5% level. Staying on the couch, watching TV all day long, not working on a health plan that might make you feel just a little tiny bit hungry. Wanting to eat that brownie instead of, enjoying an additional fueling or going for a walk. That's those 5%ers. Those of you who joined this program already are probably 40%ers. So, you're getting to that spot and maybe you feel like 100% of the time you want to quit, but you're pushing through. But you're really only at 40% of your potential. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to leave potential on the table, my potential. And I don't want you to leave your potential on the table if you will leave this world. So think about that today. Think about that when you struggle today. When you think you're at your 100% wit, you're only at 40%. You got 60% more to go. Google David Goggins if you want to be inspired. I love you. Happy Monday. Tough love.